This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and today we're going to be talking about the Level Gear Cable Kit, which I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So kicking things off, as you can see, compared to, this is my iPhone 11 with a case on it. They're pretty small, and they're supposed to go obviously on a keyring or something like that, so you can see the size in comparison to a iPhone 11. But setting that aside for now, just so you can get a little bit closer look at these. They're made from hard plastic, or at least the little protective case is. So this is hard plastic. Doesn't feel super durable, but these were on my keys for a little while and also just kind of bouncing around in my backpack. And no issues. I mean, they still look almost like brand new, to be honest with you. I did notice a few little scuffs, but I rubbed a towel on them, and the little scuffs came off. Almost, I imagine, like if you were to use a magic eraser, it would have the same effect. So they do look really nice even after 2 weeks of use. But as you can see here, we have 2 different ones here, and we'll get into the different kinds that you can get in just a moment. But I'll pull this one out for now, just so you can see the cable. It's like a hard rubberized plastic material. It does have some bend to it, but it feels real durable, and it doesn't feel like it's going to break. And they haven't since I've been using them. I've used both of these, charging my iPhone, charging other various things around my house like headphones and stuff like that too. And no complaints on durability. They feel really, really sturdy. The metal, let me wait for that to focus. It seems like quality. I mean, you don't normally run into metal tips on these that don't feel like quality, but at no point did I feel like it was going to break or anything like that. So I think that is a 1 in the plus. But these come in 3 different models, so to say. They all have USB-A on one side that goes into a charging brick, or if your laptop still has USB-A. And then there's USB-C. This one has USB-C. There is Lightning, which we have right here. And then there is a micro USB. So there are the 3 main options available. And then each of them come with a little adapter as well. So in the USB-C one, you get the micro USB adapter. Get a better look at that. And that just sticks on the end here. So that turns your USB-C into a micro USB. So the one that comes with the stock micro USB, we don't have that one in hand, and it just doesn't have that much use to me personally. I still do have a few things that charge with a micro USB, but not enough to really warrant its own cable on my keychain or in my quick use pocket. But having the little adapter is a nice look, because then when you do need it, you just stick it on there and you are ready to go. So let me put that back so I don't, wrong way. I don't forget. And then we've got the Lightning one here. Same basic stuff. Looks really durable and haven't had any issues with it breaking. And then we've got the micro USB adapter here. So that just sticks on like the other one does. And then you've got USB-C. So now you've got a Lightning and a USB-C, which this one is the most useful to me personally, just because I do have an iPhone and I also have headphones, Nintendo Switch, stuff like that charge with a USB-C. So for me personally, this is the most useful. But you actually can buy the little adapters separate on their site. So if you wanted to get, you have an iPhone and you wanted to get the Lightning one, but you also have things that charge with both micro USB and USB-C, you just get the 2 different adapters. Something to know about that, though, is that there is only one place to stow these little adapter heads. So if you do get both, you'll need to have somewhere else to put the second one, or just maybe bring it when you need it, I guess. There isn't somewhere to store it on the charger itself. But talking a little more about the casing here, we do have a few features I think are worth noting. Obviously you have the loop here, so you can attach it to your keys. I have my keys attached to my wallet, and to test it I had to take it off because it wouldn't really fit. Just to compare it to the standard key size, if I were to put it on that same ring, it is quite a bit bigger than the rest of my keys. So if you don't have very many keys and you kind of like more of a minimalist carry, this might not be the best bet for you, because it really does add a lot of bulk to your keys. If you already have a pretty big key ring and that's not a huge deal for you, then by all means throw it on the ring. It's a great little charger to have with you. Another thing that on the hard plastic is we have this little not exactly sure what to call it, but it's like to stick it in your pocket so it can be sticking out of your pocket also. Or also if you like want to stick it in your like the liner pocket of a backpack and you want it to be kind of sticking out so you have quick access, you can just like slot that on like that, which is pretty nice. I also, when I first got these, I was kind of a little bit confused as to what it should be used for. So I watched their video on their YouTube channel, and the presenter, I can't quite remember their name, but what they do is they have their keys attached on here, and then they put this in their pocket, so that way their keys don't fall to the bottom of their pocket. And I thought that was a really good idea, especially too in a backpack. Like if you don't have a smaller pocket in a backpack, I know some don't, you can attach your keys onto this and then slide it on the back thing there, so it just hangs on the top of whatever the liner pocket is, and then if you need your keys or if you need the cable charger, it's right there. So that is a nice addition. It does feel a little flimsy to me. I used it mostly on my pants when I was testing it, and it didn't break. Obviously, it's still there on both of these models, but it does feel a little flimsy and as if it could break. I'm not sure you can hear that. That sound is kind of a good indicator of it, but it does feel a little flimsy, but no complaints up until this point. And the last thing to note about the exterior is it does have this little thing here, which is for taking and removing SIM cards. So you just poke that into your iPhone or whatever device you have, and then you can pull the SIM card out, which is actually really nice because when you need to pull a SIM card and you don't have the right tool, it's so frustrating. You're like looking around everywhere for a paperclip, and then if you get a paperclip, sometimes the paperclip's too big and you can't use it. So having that there's nice. I didn't need to use it. While you're traveling, I know that a lot of people change their SIM cards while traveling. Like you can buy a SIM card when you get to your location. So that's nice to have, especially if you're going to be doing that frequently, like if you're going from country to country to country. There are digital options for that now, but still sometimes the cheapest and easiest way is to just buy it when you get there. So having that right on your cable is nice because you can just, when you need it, it's there, and it didn't fall out at all while I was using it. I did notice once, and I think it actually happened while I was doing this video, when I popped this, because you can see where it sits in there. When I popped this in, it just did it again. It slid out a little bit. If you were to, in the perfect scenario, that could fall out, and then you don't have it anymore. Obviously, this still works without the cable charger, without the SIM card poker, but if you lost it and you needed it, that would be a bit disappointing. And especially because there is a little tray in here. This little tray right there, you can store your SIM card there. So and it slides out, and I'll slide it back in. Slides out, and it actually comes all the way out. I don't want to bring it all the way out right now because I actually almost lost it while I was testing this thing, because it wasn't the CableKit's fault. It was my fault because I put it somewhere stupid. But it just pops out, slide it back in, and then it pops out. So that way, I pushed the little poker. But so that way you can store your SIM cards if you're going between countries and stuff like that, you can store your SIM card in there. It also fits a micro SD card. So if you use GoPros, drones, or even like a Nintendo Switch and you need multiple SD cards, you can put your micro SD cards in there for safekeeping in between while traveling. I don't know that I would put that in there while it was on my keychain, especially as you can see, like the few times it's not like affixed in there. It's not stuck in there. So if it were to get lost and an SD card if it was a full SD card that you took out of your GoPro, your drone, and stuck it in there, and then you lost all that footage or photos and videos and stuff, that would be really disappointing. But if it's in your bag and only thing that could happen is it falls out and goes deeper into your bag, not a huge deal. But I didn't have it come out on me at all. I mean, as you saw there, it came a little bit loose, but it is nice to have the space for it if you need it, because where do you put a SIM card normally? Let me put that back in there so I can show you something else. Something that, I don't want to say that it bothered me, but something I noticed is that, so we've got these two obviously here. We've got the USB-C and the Lightning. So if you had all of these out and you were using them, doing whatever with them, and then you're going to leave and you're like, oh, I need to grab this. So you grab it and go, and you grab like that. That's actually the wrong example. The USB-C one does not fit into the Lightning one, because obviously a Lightning cable is smaller than a USB-C cable. So the USB-C cable does not fit in there. And then it's almost like defeats the purpose of having these if you grab the wrong ones. That's mostly on the user. It's not a fault. See, as you saw there, again, that little piece does not want to stay in there right now. I didn't have that an issue while I was testing it, but during the review, it has happened a couple times. But yeah, if you were to bring this on accident and then you had the wrong one, it's almost like that's disappointing, because especially if you have an SD card in there or something, or this thing, because everything is like stowed, things don't really come out, at least in my experience. But once it's open, as you guys have seen, like things can kind of get knocked, and it's more like easy for something to hit that and push it out. But when everything's secure, that doesn't happen. So just something to note, I think, in use. We put these back together. But overall, I think these are really neat. I don't have a huge use for them in just my personal use case. Like I normally have a regular cable with me. I'm normally bringing a fairly good sized backpack or a sling that can fit larger items. So I just bring a regular cable. But if you're more minimalist and sometimes you just want to go with your keys and whatever you can fit in your pockets or a really small sling, these are a good look, because I mean, they're small, they're bigger than your keys, so they might be a little bulkier on your keys. But if you don't need to bring all your cables and stuff like that, that is a great shout from us, especially minimalist travel, all those cables and bricks and all that stuff, it adds up quick. So just being able to bring just one of these, especially depending on which phone you have, which chargers you have, you can save some weight there. And as we've learned in making our digital nomad packing list version 2 and the packing list tool we've been working on, every single ounce matters. So being able to cut down your ounces with something like this is a great shout from us. So there you have it, the Level Gear Cable Kit. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.